with Enchantress, that's me. The Babbler, that's me. On this evolutionary spree of an uprise that is taking place every single day in every single kind of way. So this is part 2 of Up in the Air, because I really don't want to lose this channeling right here. So I haven't done a car ride recording in quite some time. So hello, thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you. So I know I babble a lot and stuff like that, so I did call this Enchantress the Babbler. I do babble. I've had a blog for over 9-10 years, or probably even more, but where it has actually grown has been the last, like, I guess the last like 5 years, it's or less, more so, or I don't know, like last 3 to 5 years is where it has grown enormously, which is like, what? Like over 400,000 views on my blog, which is great, and like so cool. So, you know, to know that there's like different places all over the world, there's people checking out Enchanting Babble, you know, which, you know, whatever. And Instagram birthed Enchantress, the Babbler, which is me, you know. So anyways, that is what I do. I babble. And so, like, but there's a lot of like good shit in between the babbling. So like, it's depending on your level of evolution and interest. Truly, it's interest. You know, you'll find yourself drawn to me in some kind of way or not. Like, either way, attention drawing is something, you know, that, especially live in the flesh, when you radiate in such a way, you never go unnoticed. The only times you ever go unnoticed is when you fail to notice yourself, you know? So, but we're not doing that no more. No, we're not doing that no more. And that's not what this video is about anyways. This is the continuation of the Up in the Air. So this is part 2 of part 1 of where I was trying to make sense about like what inner wisdoms I was downloading and receiving, that I was trying to communicate in some kind of way, because creative artist is I, that I receive things all the time. Oops. And don't ride my ass. There's traffic everywhere. Like, I don't understand why people ride my ass. Like, don't ride my ass, buddy. I don't like you. Hold on. Back to this, because you remember how I get anxiety filled while driving? Well, that has not changed, because people want to ride my ass. Like, buddy. Oh, jeez. Okay, so what was I saying? Vegetables. Excuse the setup. I am not like set up for car ride recording. So note that this is like oh so random, because I am so like oh so random in life. Period. So I'm gonna drive myself crazy when I hear this one back with the amount of so's I just freaking said. So. I mean, whoever has like complete like speech prepared that's freestyle. Why do we have to fill in every blank space with an ass? But in the air. King of Cups reverse. I don't smoke no more, guys. Cigarettes. But 2019, moving forward on, will never be acted out by me on these lands. It was quite the fight, my friends. That bastard tried to come back too. The other day, he was trying to like infiltrate my brainwaves, making me think about him. I was like, no, I don't go backwards in that kind of way. I don't need travel in time and in space that's gonna be like, beneficial to me in every kind of way. That's the type of time traveler I'd be. I'm not trying to time travel, you see, and get well acquainted again with the beast that becomes the death of me. Anyways, this is not about that one. But yeah, I even had a dream I smoked, right? I had a dream I smoked, that in my dream, in my woke state of being, I was so mad. I was like, oh my goodness, didn't I say I wasn't gonna smoke for 2019? And now oh my god, I'm just remembering the dream with something to do with life insurance. I'm like, now when they go to take the test for me, nicotine is gonna show up for my life insurance policy thing. Oh my god, that's just so funny. This world and the things that we comply or like just have to to please. It said, cremate me. I'll give you the fucking the matches, the book of matches. Set me on fire, baby. But yeah, so burn. Okay, so up in the air. Spirit. Okay. Triggers. That's right. Triggers. So the debris is still, like I said, like it's not even about debris. This is just life. And depending on your leveling of experiences and especially like if you go into my other videos with the first liners or the people that that are like light workers, shadow workers, can I even see me? I don't even know. Hold on. I don't see myself anymore, so that's weird. It's like first I don't like to see myself, and now I want to see myself. Like, what kind of stuff is this? Like, make up my mind. I don't know what happened there. Alright, forgive me. Go. Forgive me. Trust me, I'm on the slow side of the lane. Everybody pass me. It's okay. Right. So, and just like if we're understanding the things that are surfacing, these things that are being triggered, see, it may not even be necessarily the same experience that's being made manifest or having to be what calls out the triggered emotion. That, just think of it, anything that's a trigger for you, it's an emotion that is being felt inside your lands. And most times, people that can be triggered by something and then asked why they're feeling whatever it is that they're feeling based off of whatever it is that triggered them, feeling can be justified by whatever explanation they give. Oh, I didn't like the tone you used when you spoke to me. It was like degrading. Okay. You know, and that'll be the superficial explanation for feeling that type of way. You know, and I don't even know if I'm using a good example, like driving in this right now. I haven't done this in a while, and so like, you know, like I'm trying to make sense. Okay? So bear with me, please. It's just me. It'll come. So, right. Hold on. Hold that thought. Grab it. Fine. So, listen. Whatever the trigger may be, it's not to be so that you can react to it. Okay? Let's go back to that. It's so that you can truly get to the root of the feeling that is being surfaced at this time. Like, but you also have to get to the root of the actual feeling too. So you might get unreasonably upset with someone for canceling on you. And you might even say, this is the third time they've canceled. And that might be just cause to be upset. Like, you know, hey, dude, like, be mindful of my time. Like, you know, if you're going to cancel, at least cancel 24, 48 hours prior. Like, I understand emergencies or whatever the case may be. Like, you know, whatever. You speak your truth, which is fine. That's a handling of your biz that you have to do. You know. But again, you got to get to the root of the emotion in you that may, like, and I'm talking about being, like, truly affected by the cancellation. Like, that your feelings are hurt. You're taking this personal. You're upset. It ruined your damn day. Like, you know, it set the course. This energy. That feeling is what's being triggered to be understood better. Because trust that if someone can ruffle your feathers in such a type of way, even if, you know, they're wrong, or like, you know, like it's just, you know, to not be able to let it go, there's a deeper root there that needs to be plucked up so that you can grow. So the King of Cups came up in the reversal, and because surprise love stories and all this kind of stuff has been coming up for me in many of my different videos or whatever the case may be, immediately what I received, which is even just the cups, the love, and just even the where it was going in my spirit department of a download of the trigger for me that created this leveling of, you know, being called to record and share this message of however it's going to come out, because, you know, this is not freaking rehearsal. This is I'm doing, taking action. So, me cry. That symphony of so many, still, even at the end of it, even when all is aligned and rhyming and vibing, and one is feeling great in themselves and for themselves, and it's finally like in that, like, meeting, people that are part of their soul tribes, and connecting, and feeling a better, greater sense of purpose, and having a greater sense of clarity and direction and focus, and still going through the life and its experiences, and having old energies play themselves out as they are, and being more accepting and less reactive to it all, and more on that healing element that is growing you in so many masterful kind of ways. It's beautiful, this whole entire process, as exhausting or drawn out or freaking dramatic and theatrical and roller coaster ridey as it can be. Abstractly, it's still beautiful of just how it's all coming into play. So, a new leveling of practice is being pushed out and being put to be made clear on full display, so that with the Two of Wands energy, where you're setting your course for yourself and your world, aligned in your truth for you, that peace that exists within, there's no price that you can put on that kind of spin. It's worth every feeling of that kind of win when you go in for your win. So, the triggers that are coming too, especially in the love department, there's a lot of like, I guess, like those twin flame, soulmate kind of stories. Notice I'm calling everything stories, because everybody's entitled to their stories and their perceptions and their realities and their imaginings, and how they want to relate to things. It's all interesting. I killer will see me again. I was gonna about to stop it and say this is gonna be a take 3 then, I guess, because it probably is, because I'm not nowhere near done with this. Enchantress the Babbler, that's me. Thank you for tuning in with me. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Just like, you don't have to like anything. I realize I have more viewings and people that have yet to follow, like, subscribe, comment, or whatever. Like, are they watching? So watch, hey, whatever. What was I gonna say? Right. So, up in the air. So, ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. Ow. Okay. I don't even know what time it is. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You know what? No matter how aligned I can be, I've actually been better with my timing, but like still. I do so many things, I'm always gonna be late. This is a trademark, Sagittarius trademark, fire sign trademark, Piscean too. My moon, like my Virgo be criticizing, but listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. I like to operate with people that are like, cool. grow in our in our relationship with self that has opened up our realm of self-love. Self-love, self-acceptance. I love me. I accept me. Finally. It's like, okay. Cool. Beans. Right? And then you're like, no. You know, especially those that may have had prior horrid past relationships or just unhealthy ones, or you know, you see how those relationships served you and how now you know clear, or you think you do, what you, or you're learning even more so of what it is that you truly desire and want based off of the relationship that's growing, that you're having now with yourself, a loving one. And through all this growth and evolutionary process of this progress of growth and stuff like that, there are certain levels of maturity, I guess, if you want to call it, that, and acceptance of just other people outside of ourselves that we have. So now, in this love department, you have this like honoring system, this sacred honoring system that is truly felt from here, that is unmistakable. Whoever is in intimate contact with you, and I'm not just talking about intimacy like man, woman, or you know, gay, like, I don't even want to get into the politics of fucking how people can hook up. Like intimate friendship, it doesn't family, like, you know, people that you are harmonious with in relations, you know, and you know, on a more personal level, the harmony that's being created and now like shared in your now experiences based off of everything that has been growing within you from the work that you've been doing. And just like, you know, I just think about too, like, you know, a couple of years ago, I'm here like crying over my whole entire like circle of life flatlining in front of my eyes, like the, you know, people that, you know, you would have never imagined life without, you know, being isolated even more so than what you thought you were from before. Like you thought you were alone before, you're even more alone now, like, you know, and going through, you know, so many things and losing the very foundation, watching it crumble, like the tower like of effect, the tower effects of life. And now through the rubble, this build-up that we've been doing, it's a slow progression. We have now, if we have allowed, which many have through, you know, time, allowed new friendships, new intimacy, like new connections to take place. You're experiencing that, absolutely, without a shadow of any doubt. That is what you're experiencing now. And they are one of the most healthiest of most harmonious relations that personally now I am so thankful to experience, even though it's small, you know, but still expansively growing. The people that I connect with all over the world, you know, that our tribe, our souls tribe and vibe in this kind of different kind of a line of harmonious love and awakenings, you know. It's beautiful. So ready to mingle, accepting, you know, of wherever they are in their position of love in their life. You know, those that are like coming to, like, you know what, I would like love, I want love, or, you know, for those, you know, just open and working on their own like growth and stuff, and love happens kind of thing. And then those that are like,